Hi everyone, it's Jeanette from Enthusiastic Gardener. Today I am going to train and prune this beautiful climbing rose. It was planted last year along with another one. This one is called a Paul's Scarlet, planted probably around about this time last year. Richard installed these wires, horizontal wires, at regular intervals for me to train the rose up. Now we need to give it a good prune, and it's not as difficult as you think. I have been doing all my research, watching lots of wonderful other YouTubers, and I think I know what I'm doing now. And the first very important thing we need, and the only thing we need, is a very nice sharp pair of secateurs. And thank you to Richard, who has sharpened mine for me, ready for the new pruning season. And so let's go ahead, we'll take off all the ties, get it away from the structure, and then we can assess, see what we've got, see what we need to do, and do it together. I've taken off all of my little clips and ties, all coming away from the structure. Now you wouldn't have to do this every time. If you have a nice established one, you would just carry on tying in any new growth from the previous year. But I've never pruned this properly, so I'm kind of starting from scratch. What you need to know is there are two types of stems. We have the main stems, as you can see, nice big strong stems, and then we have the laterals, and they are the ones that come off of the main stem, and they are the ones that bloom into your beautiful roses. What we need to do is not have our main stems going straight up. We need to put them at least 45-degree angles, tie them in, and then what that does is everywhere along here where there is a little node, a little shoot will come up, they will grow upwards, and that's where your blooms will be. So that's what we need to encourage. Now if we follow that cane all the way up, you can see where it starts to branch, and this is where we need to decide what we're going to do with this, because we do not need more than one main cane. You can see there it's branching into two, so we need to decide which one's going. And we have two types of cuts. One is called a heading cut and one is called a thinning cut. And the difference between that is a heading cut is where you would take something just above a bud. If you cut just above there, a heading cut, that's where a bloom would come. But a thinning cut means take it right off. So we take that off. We'll take this off as well. And now we're left with one straight stem. I'm going to take off all the leaves all the way up, get rid of those. So that's that one, it's just straight and strong. And this is quite straightforward. I'm just going to take off the leaves. There are no branching outs, so we're good to go with those. Perfect. So that's two all done. Next one, we're going to look at this. Now you can see down here, this here is crossing. We've got a lateral stem growing off the main. We're going to call this the main. It's much more spindly, but we're going to have this as our new main. So we need to take this off. That is a thinning cut. That can go. And then up here, this can go. We're going to make this our new main stem. So I'm going to cut this bit off. Take this out. Take these bits off. Next candidate for becoming a main cane is this one. So you can see that we've got a couple bits down there we don't need. Thinning cuts, we don't need this. That can go. And then we'll take off these leaves as well. This is a little more complicated. You can see that a lot of the lateral shoots have come off. Now we don't need this, we need one going. We need to decide which is the one it's going to be. So let's take that off and that off, and it's a choice of these two. Just make your decision, cut all the other bits off, take that off. So we've got another one there. Take off this, then we're going to decide which is going to be, well, it's got to be that probably. So that can go, that can go. So that's what we're left with. Bare stems. Now we need to do the training. And all I've got is some twine. Start with this one. It's just still pliable, so I'm just going to tie around. Don't want it to rub, so we'll do a little cross. I'm going to try and bend it backwards. You've got to be careful that we don't snap it. So there, I hope you can see what I've done. I've tied it in a couple of places and I've tried to twist it back again. And now what that will do is every time there's a little node, a shoot's going to come up from there. So this one, I have tied it to here, and now we're just going to gently coax it back in the opposite direction over to this way. Tie it onto here. There we go. And so then we've got two now, going in a little heart shape. Now all I need to do now is to tie in these four that we've got left. I think I'm going to sacrifice this one, because if you look down here, I think you can probably see it's crossing and it's going to rub. So I think I'm going to get rid of this one completely. Take that one off. So now I'm just going to tie the others in and wind them round, train them up, try and get them to go 45 degrees. And this one's nearly done. As they keep growing, I'll keep tying them in, and hopefully we should see all these little lateral shoots coming up now, producing beautiful flowers. Let's go and have a look at the other one. Exactly the same for this one. Take it all away from all its ties first of all. There's a lot of unnecessary things going on down here. I think we're going to get rid of this. This is dead. That can go. This here is not doing anything. Get rid of that. This is so spindly. Let's get rid of that. If I can get to it. This I'm going to get rid of. I think I'm going to make this the main stem. There's a whole host of things growing off everywhere here. We need to decide what's going to be the main stem out of all this jumble. We only want one. Right, that looks the longest, so I'm going to get rid of that. And round that. So now this is my main cane. There. That's my main cane. That's a main cane. That's actually coming off of there. I need to get rid of that. So I'm only left with 4, but I have 4 good ones. It's actually the next morning now because it started to rain, so I rushed inside, but just come out Monday morning to show you the results. This is the first one. So we're all tied on, and then obviously as things grow, probably this time next year, I'll be able to wind this round up to the next levels, and we just go back quickly and have a look at that one. And here is this second one. So I'm glad I finally got to prune my climbing roses for the very first time, and now I know what to do. I will keep you updated. Thank you for watching. I'm Jeanette, I'm the Enthusiastic Gardener. I hope you are having fun in your gardens. Beautiful morning today. It's Monday the 14th of March 2022. Take care everyone. Bye.